Hi ladies, and thank you for coming to CCL's Easel card Ustream class tonight. My name is Deb, and a lot of people know me as the Crafty Texas Woman, but I want to thank you all so much for coming tonight. This is the second time that I've done a Ustream class, so I'm kind of nervous, so bear with me, and I hope you enjoy the class. What we're going to do is, as you know, we're going to make an easel card, and what you need is cardstock, which is 8.5 by 11. Also, you're going to need to have a second piece of designer paper, your choice, and then I also take a second, just like a coordinating color that will match. Also, you need to have your sentiment, and I'm going to make a thank you card tonight, and then some embellishments. And I put together this little rose little spray, and I'm going to use some beads that I got from Misty at MV Treasurista. I'm also going to use this little butterfly that I got from MV, and this little bow. Okay, and these are all the embellishments that I'm using. So, and then I'm also going to use this lace that I received. You need your bone folder. You need a cutter, and then also you need ATG, or you can use any type of tape runner that you want. Your hot glue gun and a score board, because I need a scoreboard. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and get started. First thing we're going to do is we're going to cut our cardstock. And from the 8.5 by 11, you're going to cut it 4.5 inches long. And you're going to do the 11-inch side. You know, you're going to cut where it's long. So we're going to cut 4.5 inches using our cutter. So now you have 2 pieces of white cardstock. And then so that we're done with here for now. I'm going to remove that. So I'm really excited that y'all are here. This is the second time that, like I said, I've done a Ustream class, so I'm a little bit nervous. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my scoreboard, or my little, it's a cutter, but it's also, I can use it for a score. So what we're going to do is from the top, going longwise, we are going to score 2 1/8 inch. Okay, so it's just 2 1/8 of an inch. I don't want to cut it, I want to score it. So we're going to score, and this is 2 1/8 inch. And then what we're going to do next is from the top where you scored right up here, we're going to score again at 4.5 inches. So let me get this straight, and we're going to score 4.5. So we've got 4.5 right here. Hopefully y'all, I'm in camera, y'all can see me. Okay, so now we have 2 score lines. We've got 2 1/8 of an inch right here, and then we've got 4.5 inch. So then what we're going to do is we're going to fold our 2 1/8, and we're just going to fold it over. Okay, and this is where you want to use your bone folder, because you want to have a nice crease here. Okay, so this is what you have, just like this. Okay, and then from the fold, what you want to do is you want to take the whole cardstock, and then you want to take the whole thing and then just fold it in half again, making sure that this is folded in. Okay, so we're going to fold this over. And then we'll use our bone folder, and then we'll score it, or press it real hard so that you have a nice crease. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to go back, and then I'm going to fold the second crease, which is 4.5 inches. Just like that. Okay, so now what you have is you have your first 2 1/8, and then you got your 4.5. Yeah, and then so what you're going to do is you're going to take this, and then you're going to, you can see right there, take it, and then you're going to just kind of tuck it in, lay it down. So this is actually going to be the base of your easel card. Just right there like that. That is your base. Okay. So with with your cutter again, you need to get your cutter out again. And what I like to do is I'm going to measure from, this is right here, is about little less than 4.5 inches from where you folded your card. Okay, whoops, sorry, from your half fold, just right here, you're going to measure from here, which is a little bit less than a 4.5 inches. So what I'm going to do here, this is 4.5 inches wide. This is 4.5 inches wide, and then I'm going to cut it just a tad less than 4.5 inches. Okay, and I'm not real good about the 7/16, 5/8 and all that kind of stuff, so I just take everything on the 1/8 of an inch and then make the adjustments. So here we've got 4.5 inches across, and then I'm going to cut, it's like 4.5 plus the 1/8, whatever that measures out to be. So I've got that. And then so this is going to fit at the bottom of your card, just like this. Okay. And then what we're going to do is, when you've got your card here folded, okay, this is what you're going to see. Okay. And then inside here, I don't like this white to show in here because you can see it. I take another piece and then I will cut it and attach it to the inside. And that is your 2 1/8 inch. So that I'm going to cut 2 1/8 inches. Just like that. And then I'm going to put it on the inside of my card, so that when you lay it down, all you see nothing but the pink going through. Okay, because we want this all to be covered. So right now we're just doing all the cutting, and then we'll go back and assemble. Okay, so the front of your card, what you're going to do is you're going to pick out a pattern that, and then you're going to attach it to just your, this is probably a this is probably right here, measures at 2, let me see, 2 1/8 inch as well. Okay, so this, so that goes there, and this is going to go there. So your front design paper, you're going to cut at 4.5 inches because it's going to go all, cover the whole front of your card, right, just like that. And this measures 4.5 inches. Yes, so I'm going to cut 4.5 inches from my designer paper. Okay, and then it's going to sit right here just like that. And so that's going to be your front panel of your card. Okay, so now that we've got all the cutting done, let's go ahead and start to assemble. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, if you're following along, is I'm going to go ahead and I am going to put my adhesive on the back of my solid color cardstock. So I just recently learned how to do these, and I'm pretty sure you can make them any dimension that you want, but as long as you follow the score lines, and that is going to be, again, is 2 1/8 of an inch from the top, and then from the top again you're going to measure 2 1/2 inches and score it, and then I'll go at the end, we'll go over the score lines again. So you're going to take your cardstock, your solid colored cardstock, and then you're just going to mount it on the top, or on the inside of your card. Okay. Oops, it's not perfectly straight. So let me just do a little bit of trimming. If you can, what I sometimes do is, if I get off of my don't lay it down straight, perfectly straight, it's off like just a fraction, then I will go back and I will trim the paper, and then I will also distress my edges. Let me see, where's my scissors? I don't want to use those. Those are my good scissors. I don't know what I did with my scissors. They were right here. I'll just use these little ones right here. So I'm just going to trim this off right here, because I did not get it on perfectly straight. So there's that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I am going to distress my edges, and just along the edge. I like distressing because it gives a lot of dimension in your cards, and I don't know, I just like them. And I usually use the Tim Holtz vintage photo, but I had this one and then I wanted to kind of play with it a little bit. So here's my distressing. Just adds a little bit of dimension. Okay, and then it covers up my little boo-boos too. Okay, and then if you want to, you can go ahead and distress your other papers before you get them attached. And actually, I believe that Carly had done a distressing, how to distress with your inks and whatnot. So you probably need to check out her video at CCL on tips and tutorial tips. Oh, I am so nervous about doing this stuff when nobody's talking to me and whatnot. So tips and techniques, and then also we do tutorials, and we also do tools of the trade and whatnot. So just check it all out. So that's that. It's very light, very light. So now that this is attached, I am going to go ahead and I'm going to attach my front panel. And then where we're going to attach, well, let me back up a little bit. Remember this piece that we cut out that was 4 1/2 by 8 that I told you that I didn't like the white showing here? I'm going to go ahead and add it to there. So make sure that you put it on the inside, okay, underneath here. Okay, so you've got your white showing there, which is going to be tucked in, but when you see it on the side, you're going to have this. So let's go ahead and attach this. A. Whoops, that's not straight. Let me get it up here. Okay, there we go. So when you fold your card over, I think maybe it was a little big. Just like that. And then so see you're not seeing any of your white cardstock under there. Okay, there we go, just like that. Okay, now I'm going to add my front panel, which is going to go right here. Okay, and on your front panel, all you're going to do is you're going to put your adhesive on this square right here. Okay, just right here. You've got this one, which is going to be tucked under, and then you've got this front panel right here. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put it on there. These cards are really simple to make. I guess we can just, just how much you want to put into them. Oops. But they're really a lot of fun to make. Turn that over a little bit. Okay. So then this is going to go here. That's going to go there. And then now I'm going to add my adhesive. I mean my front panel. Okay, just like that. So now you have this. Okay, and then this would be your front panel, just like that. Okay, that's sweet, very sweet, very sweet. Okay, so now I'm going to start adding some of my embellishments. Okay, so I have some lace here that I got from Misty at MB Treasurista that I'm going to add right to the front here. Okay, so I'm going to use my hot glue gun. I'm going to open it up and I'm going to use my hot glue gun. And I'm going to go ahead and just put it right on the top. Right there. And I always just kind of overlap it on the edges some so that I know that it's straight. Okay, let that cool off for a minute. Okay, now that it's on there, I can go back and I can just cut my trim. Right here. Okay, and then I can trim my trim right over on this side. Okay, so this is what I end up with my lace on the front. It's like a little curtain. Okay, so there's that. Okay, let me move this out of the way. So here again, I'm going to start doing my embellishments. And what I've done here is I made this little spray from, some of these are I Am Roses, and then a little, that glue sticking to my finger, and then a wheat spray from MB Treasurista. So there's that one, and I'm going to just go ahead and I'm going to attach it to the corner. I'm going to angle it. And I'm just going to put it right here on the end. And I'm just going to hold it for a few minutes. Okay. And then because I'm making this as a thank you card, I've already went ahead and I've added on my thank you card, I cut out a 2.5 inch square, scalloped edge square, and then I used just the plain pink paper, and then I got a piece of white cardstock and just stamped a thank you, because this is a thank you card. That makes sense. And I'm just going to set it right here in the center and go ahead and glue it down. Okay, so here is the front, right there. Now we need something, oh, my butterfly, I forgot my butterfly. I'm going to add this little butterfly because I like butterflies. And I'm just going to put it right up here. So let me turn it back around. Adding that in, just kind of holding it down for a few minutes so it to cool off, so I know that it's attached. Okay, so this is the front of my card. Okay, now I've got to have something that to make sure that it's not going to fall down, so I'm going to add some bead trim, and I like this little green right here, the pearls that I got from MV Treasurista, right there. And I'm not, oops, let me see, I forgot what I was going to say. So I'm just going to figure out where I need it to be, push it all the way back to the back, and I'm just going to put a little tick mark over here. Where is my pencil? I'll just put a tiny little mark right here so I know where I need for my glue to go. Okay, and it just helps me keep things straight. Okay, and then so what I'm going to do is I am going to get a piece of scratch paper so that I can follow this, and so I can lay my beads down. So I'm going to do that. And then I'm just going to add my little pearls. Okay, so what you have here is just some pearls right there. Okay, and then so now that it's cooled off a minute, okay, there holds up my card. And then also what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put a little bow over here. Figure out where I want to put it. It's hard to see upside down. So I'm going to put my little bow right here. Right there. I'm going to add a little bit of glue and put my right there. Okay, so there is our finished card. There. Oops, I lifted it up. So there is our finished card. I thank you for watching, and I hope that you make it, one of the cards, because they are fairly simple. So, but I want to go over the measurements again with y'all. Okay, you're going to cut I'll use lots of these you are going to cut your 8.5 by 11 at 4.5 inches wide. Okay. Let me just go ahead and cut one up again. If I have another card, like I don't have another white cardstock with me. So, anyway, your dimensions are going to be, okay, you're on an 8.5 by 11. You're going to cut 4.5 inches long. Okay. I'm not sure you can see that like that. But anyway, your card is 4.5 inches wide. Okay. Then you're going to score on your score line, or score is 2 1/8 of an inch. So let's go ahead and do that again. We're going to score 2 1/8. We're scoring 2 1/8. So here's your score line, and that is 2 1/8 of an inch from the top. Okay, again from the top, we're going to score 4.5 inches. And that's just from the very top. Okay, so then you have that score, and that's 4.5. Okay, and then you're going to take your first 2 1/8, and you're going to fold that in. Okay, and then you're going to use your bone folder, and then you're going to fold it. Okay, while that is still folded, you're going to take your whole cardstock and you're going to fold that in half. Okay. You're going to fold that in half and use your bone folder. Okay, so you've got this. You've got your 8th, and then you've got your 2 1/2 inches, and you're just going to fold those where you have like a little triangle on the side. That little triangle. And so this is the base of your easel card. So I hope you guys enjoyed the class. I enjoyed doing it. And like I say, this is only my second time I'm doing the Ustream class, so I was a little nervous, but made it through it. And the more I do, the better I will get. And I'm so glad that y'all enjoyed it, or that y'all participated in it. And I look forward to seeing what you come up with. If you have any questions about, the score lines again, which is, you can probably, find me at CCL, Creating the Crafty Life. But it's, from the top is 2 1/8, and then from the top is 4 1/2. You take this, your 2 1/8, and you fold it in, and then you're going to fold it all in half again. So you ended up with like an A2 card. And then you're just going to bring it together, and then that's going to make your little easel card. So remember, you always have this little triangle on the side. So again, I just thank you all so much for watching, and I hope that you'll try it, and it's been my pleasure to do this for you. So see y'all later. Bye.